The Russian president is certainly on the back foot, and Ukraine senses an opportunity here. It has launched a new battle of narratives. The United Nations General Assembly session is underway, where Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky spoke. The recent success in the battlefield has boosted his morale, and Zelensky is now making demands from not just Russia, but from world leaders as well. He wants the UN to create a special war tribunal and punish Russia for the invasion of Ukraine. Zelensky also demanded that Russia should be stripped of its veto powers.
So long as the aggressor is a party to decision-making in the international organization, he must be isolated from them, at least until aggression lasts. Reject the right to vote, deprive delegation rights, remove the right of veto if it is a member of the UN Security Council, in order to punish the aggressor within the institutions.
And Zelensky did not stop there. He shared a plan to end the war as well, a 5-point peace formula to achieve peace and security. Punishment for crimes of aggression, protection of life, restoration of security and territorial integrity, security guarantees, and the determination to defend oneself. That is Zelensky's peace formula. Kiev is making some clear demands. They want Russia to be punished for the war, a return of the territory under Russian control, and security guarantees that make sure that Ukraine is not attacked again. Zelensky made another demand. With these proposals, he told world leaders to ditch neutrality.
Those who speak of neutrality when human values and peace are under attack mean something else. They talk about indifference, everyone for themselves. Here is what they say. They pretend to be interested in each other's problems. They take care of each other formally. They sympathize only for protocol. And that is why they pretend to protect someone, but in reality, they protect only their vested interests.
Basically, Zelensky wants the world to side with Ukraine. That pitch might sound good for a speech, but as Ukraine would have realized during this war, nation-states do not operate that way. National interest is at the heart of any diplomatic initiative. While nothing justifies an unprovoked act of aggression, pressure campaigns can only take you so far. Just consider how the Western powers have responded to the war in Ukraine. The US and its allies have imposed severe sanctions on Russia. And how has Moscow responded? By intensifying the war and by mobilizing more troops. Vladimir Putin has now completely changed his rationale behind the war. For the Russian president, the conflict in Ukraine represents a bigger battle between the East and the West. In his recent address, Putin tried to paint Russia as a victim.
In its aggressive anti-Russian policy, the West has crossed every line. We hear constant threats against our country and our people. They are no longer hiding the fact that Russia should be defeated by all means on the battlefield and then deprived of its political, economic, cultural, and in general any kind of sovereignty, with a complete plundering of our country.
Russia is under attack and we need to respond. That is Putin's message. We already know where this is going. The Russian president is mobilizing more troops. That means the fighting will intensify. Only a return to the path of diplomacy and dialogue can reverse this situation. I know what you're thinking. Can Ukraine and Russia end the war through dialogue? Is that even possible? Yes, it is possible. Diplomacy can deliver. Let me show you an example. This happened today. Ukraine and Russia announced a surprise prisoner swap. It involved almost 300 people. About 10 foreigners who fought for Ukraine were also released by Russia.
Hi, it's Kozak Gundi, Aiden Özlin and Shock. And we just want to let everyone know that we're now out danger zone and were on our way home to our families and whatnot. Not just us, there was also in total 10 foreigners that were in captivity. We're going to be pretty quiet in regards to media stuff until we get things sorted out and whatnot. We just want everyone to know the good news.
This is the largest prisoner swap since the war started. Countries like Turkey and Saudi Arabia played a role as well. They helped broker the release of the prisoners. That is the kind of diplomacy that can help end hostilities. But global cooperation for any issue is hard to come by these days. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.